Hey guys, I wanted to share some manga collecting tips for any beginners planning on taking on this hobby, and hopefully some of these tips can apply to those who are already collecting. I'm going to share how I collect manga in 3 ways: how I find new manga to buy, how I buy manga for my collection, and how I store manga. Also, I live in California, so the tips I have will help those who live in the US the best, so I'm sorry about that guys. So starting off, I want to talk about how I usually find new recommendations, and that is usually through your comments or Reddit, where I find discussions of new series that people find interesting. I also buy most of my manga on Right Stuff, and their weekly sales always have series that I'm not familiar with, and since it's on sale, I find it to be a good opportunity to take a chance on a new series. After finding a title that seems interesting, I will use my anime list to read more on the story's summary, take a look at the ratings, and see the reviews of other readers. After doing all the necessary research, I'll decide if it's worth to buy the series, and lately I've been buying most of my manga on Right Stuff. For buying manga, I would recommend a few places, and each have their own pros and cons. I used to buy manga on Reddit's subreddit called r/mangaswap, but I haven't actively been browsing manga there because I've been trying to spend less money on manga, and I'm trying to be less tempted. It's a great place to buy and sell manga. I take a lot of chances on manga that I may not love, so I like selling my manga here so others get a chance to read the series. A pro of Mangaswap is that I see a lot of people sell sets of manga for a cheaper price, so that's a good way of buying bulk, and whenever I buy from there, it comes in less than 2 weeks with great packaging, since it comes from another person who likes manga as much as you. A con would be that it is used manga, so you have to check the quality yourself through the pictures, and pricing may be as cheap as retail, so you should always double check for fair pricing. Another place to buy manga is of course the bookstore, either Barnes & Noble's or my local manga store, which is Kinyo-Kunya. It's really nice to go inside a bookstore and physically see the manga you're buying, the biggest pro being that you can get manga in the best condition, but the con being buying manga at the bookstore will cost the most since it's a retail pricing plus tax. My personal favorite place to buy manga is Right Stuff Anime, where everything is 25% off and there are weekly deals of 33% off. I always use Right Stuff pricing when I compare anywhere else, especially Reddit, since Right Stuff sells most of their manga new for cheaper. The pro of Right Stuff is definitely the pricing for me. Since manga is an expensive hobby, I would want to save wherever I can. A con would be stock. Right Stuff doesn't always have everything in stock, so you might have to buy volumes 1, 2, and 4 and then need to buy the 3rd volume somewhere else just to fill the hole. Also, I find the packaging hit or miss. Usually it's great, no problems on the manga, and sometimes, especially on bigger hauls, the manga will have dents or be slightly torn, and for me it's not a big deal because I understand the shipping process might damage the box, and there's only so much you can do in terms of packaging to protect the manga. It's usually a small issue and doesn't really affect the inside of the book, so I can always read it just fine. Also, if you ever buy manga on Right Stuff, please use my affiliate link I have in the description, as it helps the channel at no cost to you. Finally, how I store my manga is common with other manga collectors, and that is with an IKEA Billy bookshelf. There are various sizes of bookshelves, so you could definitely get one depending on the space that you have. I personally have the biggest bookshelf IKEA has, and I also added 2 extra IKEA shelves for a total of 8 shelves to hold about 360 manga volumes. I put my shelves in about every 8th hole, and I found that's the best position to hold the most amount of manga. I used to have a shelf from Amazon, but it only held about 100 volumes, and it wasn't the best quality. In my opinion, IKEA definitely has the best quality bookshelf for a great price. And also, building the IKEA bookshelf was much easier and faster than the IKEA one, since IKEA had much simpler and clearer directions. I hope some of these tips helped you. I've only been collecting for about a half a year, so I wanted to show you my process. Other than that, my box from Right Stuff just came in, so manga haul coming soon guys. Other than that, see you in the next video. Bye!